Hey guys, so big announcement. I will be officially starting van life around the end of the month or beginning of next month, whatever. I have bad news about my home. Apparently there is mold here, so we have to move out. There's also plumbing issues which created the mold problem, and basically it's killing us slowly. And my mom got real sick, so she is like, what's wrong with me, and went to the doctor, and nobody could figure out what it was. And I already knew we had a mold problem 3 years ago because I'm always coughing, and it only happens when I move in here. So I knew that was an issue, but didn't listen to me as per usual. And now, years later, she's finally figured it out. So that happened, and she never knows about anything. I know nothing. She knows everything. So, anyways, this is not complaining about my narcissistic time. So I am starting my life at the end of the month. I'm scared, but I'm hopeful. Maybe if I get a little more going on my channel here. I plan on still filming my journey. It will change. It will be more of, van stuff sometimes, and showing where I'm staying and things like that. It'll be like a regular van channel, basically. But with mine, you will also get the photography, because that is my passion, and I'm going to always include my photography. But it will now also include more vlogging, and I will do my best to make it better. I know that the warping in the shaking, even though I'm using the stabilizing feature on my camera, it makes it warp. It's weird. So, but I will say the next video that I'm going to bring out probably in 2 to 3 weeks, because it's taking a long time to edit it. I have a lot going on with moving and working and going to school and everything. Which, by the way, school's going great. All A's, 3.7 GPA, woohoo! Which is great for me. I mean, when I was in school, I did really bad because I didn't apply myself, like, ever. So, okay, we got an eye thing going. That's the big announcement. I do, I'm not working a full-time job, and I'm doing Grubhub, so that's the only delivery app I can use for delivering food. I had issues with the other ones in the past, and they won't rehire me. It was for stupid reasons. I got accused on the first one of doing something that I wasn't doing, and then the second one, it was medical things, which caused me not to deliver things, and basically they fired me and won't rehire me. I've tried twice now with DoorDash. So whatever, and I guess I can't ever get back on those platforms. But the problem with Grubhub is once you leave the territory you're in and you go to a new one and you try to get on, it may or may not let you, and you lose the one you're in. So once I leave Phoenix and go to, say, Flagstaff, California, Oregon, 'cause basically that's my plan. If I can't get on, then I don't have that income, which really sucks. I mean, I do get a payment from school every 5 weeks, which makes it difficult to pay things because it's every 5 weeks instead of every 4 weeks. So I really wish that they didn't do that, because it messes up my auto insurance payments. Because they want it every whatever days, and so far I haven't had to double up, but that's coming up. And so I don't know what's going to happen next month. So I can get some emergency funds through my school, but I don't know how much they'll give me. I'm hoping they give me the full amount, which will give me roughly like $1,500 to leave, but I do have some bills I have to pay. So my phone, auto insurance, and the title loan. I know. I was backed into a corner. I got a small title loan, but I'm not worried about paying it off. I can pay it off. I was planning on paying it off all at once, like the next month, but then my car needed more work than I thought. So I hate how mechanics, they tell you one thing, and then even once you trust, then later on it's like, well, we didn't know all this was wrong, so now we got to fix this, this, and this instead of just one thing. That's what happened. It would have to do with my car overheating, and I do trust my mechanic. I truly believe that they didn't know, but it's just aggravating. So that's happening. So I'm going to include my Cash App and Buy Me a Coffee. Anything helps, even $1, anything helps. I'm not begging, I'm not really wanting to ask for help, but I'm facing basically being homeless if I don't get out of here in 110 degrees heat plus. I mean, it was 120 degrees like a week or two ago. Or maybe it was further back, I don't know, maybe in June. But, it's hot here right now, and I can't stay here. I've got to go to cooler weather. And really, honestly, I'm glad to go. I've always wanted to leave Phoenix. I hate Phoenix. I have really bad memories here, trauma, heartbreak. Like, I just want to get away from it all. I really have always wanted, really, honestly, I know everybody, don't go to California, but man, the weather there and the scenery and everything, it's so beautiful. I mean, it almost surpasses whatever they are doing to the state. I know it's going to make it harder to do some things there, but I think for the most part, it's still okay. I don't know if I'm staying there permanently or not. I want to do van life. I just have to see where this goes because I have to have some other kind of income. Now, I have applied for disability, but that's here in Arizona. I'm not quite sure how that works. I have to talk to my lawyer because I don't even know, if I'm ever coming back. I don't want to really ever come back here. I'd rather, and the good news is, and this may change the game, I think I have found a medicine, and it is a prescription. I'm not a doctor. I don't actually like prescriptions, but I think I found one that has alleviated my back pain. I mean, I still couldn't stand at a job for 8 hours, but now I'm able to walk around, to the store, around the house without my cane, because I have to use a cane most of the time. I have to see how long I can stand without really having pain. There is some tightness, but not actual pain that happens, in my hips. It's for nerve ending pain, because I have bad nerves. So, hey, if anybody has suggestions, let me know. It's nerve pain from my diabetes, because I have nerve endings that are dead, I guess, or whatever, and also car accidents, I think, but I think it's mostly diabetes that causes me severe back pain and hip pain. That's why it's so hard for me to find a job, because I can't stand for a long time, I can't sit for a long time, but I'm wondering now if I can sit for a long time, because yesterday I sat a big part of the day, and I really didn't have any pain. So it could be that I found something, and which is really great. And I have looked at the long-term side effects. I always look at the side effects, and they really aren't that bad. There is a small chance that things can happen, but I do think some prescriptions can be okay. Just be careful about what you're taking in and how it affects you, I prefer natural cures or aids, but I'm in so much pain. Sometimes you just have to try something that may or may not have side effects. And I really, really don't promote taking prescriptions, but I'm sick of living in this pain, chronic pain, every single day, and barely able to do anything. Now I should be able to hike more, walk more, and then I can lose weight, and that will help. And so I hope and pray to God that this works. And so that's the plan. I don't want to go on too long. We're going on 10 minutes here. I hope and pray that this is like, you know, the universe saying it's time. Even my mom said it's time, but she meant like just leaving the home. But I think it's time for me to leave Phoenix. I think it's time for me to get out of the hell I've been living in for 49 years. Or, well, 43 years. I came here when I was 6. But I have hated it here. I don't like the heat. I get hot too much. And, you know, I find that, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like here, unless you have money, you're, like, looked down on. Or maybe it's my weight. I don't know. I think a lot of people think that, like, fat people are stupid or lazy. And you know what? A lot of us aren't. I think this is overlooked a lot in society. And it has to do a lot with mental health. And, you know, it's really hard. It's really hard to lose weight. And especially if you're a type 1 diabetic. And then you have DNA where one side of your family was, like, all obese. And then on top of it, it's just... You know, I wasn't raised to eat healthy or exercise, and so, you know, you just kind of go with whatever you were taught, and I didn't realize till I was like 37, and then by that point, I was already so overweight, and then kept gaining weight due to unemployment and just depression, but you see me go on hikes, you know that I try. I'm not a lazy person or a stupid person at all, and, you know, I mean, I don't know what my IQ is, but... brag or anything, just stating facts. I think it's up there, especially in my emotional intelligence. But anyways, it's not brag on Laura hour. I'm just confident, you know, I'm confident in who I am. Yeah, that's, you know, again, thank you for watching and listening to me and this announcement. This is a life-changing, the biggest event of my life, basically, other than when I had my kid. So, scary, exciting. Hope and pray my car doesn't break down. And I'm going to, again, include my Cash App and buy me a coffee underneath the description. And, oh, and I'll be doing a Canyon Lake video that will come out next. And I hope y'all enjoy it. I did a much better job at recording the drive, and the drive is epic. So I think you'll love it. If you haven't seen Canyon Lake, this is going to be a great one. Talk to you soon.